there we go. Boom. Now it's recording. All right, so
Alright, so we're looking up a property and
keep talking.
we see here that, let's see, oh my god. Oh, the mic,
On the shirt.
on the mic, on the shirt.
Because you gotta hear you. You the man.
Alright, so we're looking at a property right now and we see that the name is the owner, the previous owner. But then when we looked in the file here, you see that there is a certificate of title, or CT, for the property in 2007. So when I hit the certificate of title, the person on record is not the person that was able to receive title. However, when you read here, you grab the case number, you look up the case number, and you go to the Brevard Clerk of Courts, you're able to see that it's an old case, 2007, and during the foreclosure, it was an assignment of bid that was filed before the certificate of title was commenced. So a certificate of title is when you go to the clerk of courts, or you go to the courthouse steps, or wherever they're holding the foreclosure sale, you bid on a property, and if you're the winning bidder, then you have to come up with your cash that day in order to fund the sale. Now, you don't technically own the property yet, but you have been the highest bidder. So you have to wait 10 days after you're dropping your money off at the clerk of courts before 5 p.m. You gotta wait 10 days in order to get your certificate of title. That's when you can use that to evict whoever is there, or you can go and work on the property. So I recommend never working on a property until you actually got the certificate of title.
Okay.
All right, so many times I've seen, and then one time in the last particular, like a couple years ago, a buyer that I know very well, she bid on a property, she was the highest bidder. I bid on the property, I was not the highest bidder, but she got the property as far as being the highest bidder. And the very next Wednesday, right, because we have our sales on Wednesday in the week, every week for foreclosure sales. The very next Wednesday, she seemed pissed, and I asked her some questions, and she said, and I had already looked at the property because I really was interested in the property, but I saw that it didn't go through, right? And that's because she did win the bid, but she wasn't able to get the certificate of title because another person, a third party, was in the mix. And she had, even though she funded it, the state gave her back the money, but she really wanted that property. So that happens quite a bit. There could be any action that could lead that.
Okay.
Right? Somebody could have filed the document last minute, and they're the actual seller or the owner of the property, and they haven't filed or did anything all the way up until this time. So that happens quite a bit. Or they found a way to negotiate with the bank and get the stuff resolved.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So this looks like that's the case there. Because when you see assignment of bid, when you look on what that is included, it says, once a lender has finalized this foreclosure action, the court orders that the real estate be auctioned off to satisfy the outstanding indebtedness. And an assignment of bid occurs during the 10-day period after the property sale and before the issuance of title. When this happens, the winning bidder assigns their bid to a third party who will receive the title, right? So it's still in her name, but in 2007, anyone could have went to the courthouse that was the owner, right? And say, hey, listen, I want to retain the house, I'll continue paying on the note. Right, so a lot of the banks were able to work that out, and a lot of people didn't know because it was the highest part of the recession at that time.
Yeah.
So this is not completely uncommon.
Okay.
Right, so you see the certificate of title was there, but they assigned it back to her.
Oh, okay.
Right, so they reinstated whatever loan or mortgage that she had in in '07. So she technically could still be free and clear, but that's still, they would have to give us a release.
All right, so just to clarify, it's a property that I found, and well, it was a lead given to me, and the person who had the assignment of the bid, she had passed on. And so I had got the lead saying that someone who was currently living in the house wanted to relocate and that they wanted to get rid of the property. But from this, it seems as if they may not actually own the property.
So
There's a chance.
there's a chance that she might not own it and still is in debt to the company, the lender.
Yeah.
But the only way that you want to do any kind of deal like this is definitely have a title search.
Okay.
Right, so you go to the title company and make sure that they do a complete title search so they can reach out to everybody, right? And they would find this group's information and then reach out to them and see what was their note like and if they have been paid in full and what have you. Right, so that's how you do that. Make sure that for any of these deals, you spend $150 to make sure you get clear title and all information on the title, okay?
And that $150, you would have to go to a title company for them to do the title search.
Right.
All right, and then you should already have a title company in escrow that you work with, right?
Right, and you can go to them and let them know, and if you work with them, you know, I always would recommend everybody network
Yeah.
and find folks that you can, you know, talk with and learn from. So.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely get in touch with the title company. So that's another part of your assignment there. Any other questions on this, you think?
No, so we can close the door on that one because we would have to find out more information
Yeah.
on that. So now there's this other property where we have to see if we can locate someone in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
And then so,
And this is the ending note for that particular thing. When you do, I would still talk to the folks that are relocating, you know, and I would still, even while we're waiting on the title to come back, it takes about a week.
let me double check something. I don't see that red light flashing.
Okay.
Oh, no, we're good.
I don't
We're
even
good.
know what this fly or whatever.
No, they're bad. Even at my house, and then even at the
This
birthday
is the first
party.
one. Yeah, the birthday party
They
taught me a lot.
crazy.
But like, what the hell are they doing here? Like, this is crazy.
They're large too.
Yeah.
They're spies. No, just-
Facts. You got the chip in there. You're seeing everything. You're hearing everything we're doing.
Where are these big flies everywhere?
Yeah. So, sidebar, I would definitely get them on board, you know, get their information, get a contract, even with them, because you said it was a family member,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And it was a son?
Yes.
All right, so I would still get a contract with him. I would also, and just put estate up, right?
Mhm.
Estate of the seller's name, and then his name. You never really want to not have paperwork just because we don't know all the facts. I like to have paperwork, and then while we're getting the facts, we have the paperwork on file. So those are the key things right there. Is it a 5-day challenge?
Yeah.
Alright, so how do I, I'm gonna go live. How do I add people in the live? That's the question. I want to add Brandon, I want to add you in here, so all the stuff we get done.
You would go
Just press live and then add them.
little details, maybe?
What details, like what? Like this?
No, we're live now. We live.
Alright, who do we add? How do we add?
So-
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Who is Mike James? He's Brandon. Yeah, there you go. And you just type in who and my name will come up. And then Thomas, if he's there.
Hey everyone, we are doing a live because my guy here, Mike James, my guy right here, he says to Nathaniel, why don't you do a challenge, make $100,000 in 2 months, no fluff, just reality on real estate. So obviously I do real estate, a lot of opportunities in there, a lot of money in there. So we're gonna do it. Just a little bit about me real quick. I flip houses, do new construction, I stabilize distressed assets all over Brevard County, that's my county. Also hold a lot of land. We are extremely interested in land right now. And it's me and my network. So Mike James, right there, is a Pilates guru and instructor, and he wanted to dabble in real estate, and he's not dabbling, he's really going at it, so I really am super excited. So he asked me to do this, so I'm going to do it, and it doesn't really matter. He says just shoot it and just go at it, so here we are. So I'm going to be posting a few videos I made today just for that purpose, and the reason why is because a lot of people have asked for the information, so here it is. So, how are we going to do it?
So, let's see.
Do I add you? All right. We're going live together.
Yeah, there we go. We're not next to each other now.
All right, so
We're trying to figure out these socials. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side of the room.
So we're in one of the properties I flipped, and found out I want to keep it. So we're going to be shooting a lot of content here. Let's see here. You might have to go outside or something, or out in the other room.
Let's go find out.
Yeah, right. All right, so while he gets set up, if you have any questions, please put them in the message here. Real quick, I'm going to do the challenge. I've been asked about it, so we're going to definitely do it. If you heard the numbers a month ago, it's really doable. It's a lot of work, but it can be done by anybody. And so I have a few things that I will discuss real fast, and you'll be surprised. Half of you already got the network. It's just about putting it into use. So if you've seen a mailman or mailwoman, they already have and know about vacant properties. So that means that if a house is vacant, there could be many issues there, right? So those are houses I would have to go after. Absentee owners, people who are not there and they're not renting a property. Also, I would go after evictions. Evictions are great because at this stage, landlords are definitely tired. I'm tired, super tired, because not only when you lose a tenant or resident, you have to worry about all those repairs. And in my case, I've definitely seen where repairs can go up to $40,000. And that's just, some of it is interior, some of it is exterior, like a roof. The roof has to be replaced. That could be 10,000 to 20,000. It could be, anything. HVAC needs to be done. So a lot of tired landlords are coming to the market as well. If they can, people who can't sell their house. A lot of your realtors and brokers that are going to watch this, people already that can't sell the house, right? There's a lot of opportunity on the table with that. There's also, driving for dollars. I always say driving for dollars has been the key to any success I've ever had, period. Like driving. Just go out there and start driving, right? And I'm gonna give you all the game right now. You don't have to, you need a mentor a lot of times with this, 100%, because it cuts down the time, right? But as far as, anything else, you leverage your market, you know the people already. You could call a mentor or somebody like me and we can show you how to use that. But code enforcements have been really good for me. Pre-foreclosures, so those are people that are going through foreclosures. They might need a short sale. Now, short sales, everyone say, oh, they're gone away. No, I've done 6 or 7 in the past couple of years, and they're good, Is it a lot of work? Yes. Average short sale is about 180 days, 180 days. So if you are going at this property, and that's one thing you need to think about, the time. A lot of time. So you don't want to make it just your one trick pony. You want to go out there every day and drive, get addresses of houses that look abandoned, houses that look distressed, and really, really go after it, right? So after you get the address, you call, you look up the phone number and of the seller or the potential seller, and we can show you all of that. And then you reach out to them and say, hey, listen, seller, I see this house outside, it's a little messed up. I want to see if I can help you with it. Have you ever thought about selling? And this is just regular conversations. You don't need to act or pretend anything. And that's the key, really, just being honest. Like I told Mike, he has a beginner's feel, and that's fantastic. Because once people get me on the phone, I already sound like an investor. I've done this so many times that, I can scare people away. Because I'm ready to cut through it. So I have to go back into my beginning, just curious state, and not be attached to the deal. I can say, hey, listen, I just wanted to ask you about this property. What is going on? You gotta be able to be a person and feel what they're going through, right? So those are soft skills that you need to hone into. He's walking through all my house stuff. But those are soft skills that you need to go through. So again, absentee owners, pre-foreclosure, people that are going into distress, I would say start posting. The Rich Loser team, Thomas, he shared with me, hey, why are you not telling people what you're doing? And I said, well, I don't want anybody to think that I got it like that and they want to take it. And that's stupid. I realized that was dumb. The truth is, you want to always tell people exactly what the fuck you're doing, right? Now, they might not know the reasons or your why. Your why is your separate thing. But they need to know, hey, I'm in real estate, I'm ready to buy a house. Is your house for sale? Hey, do you know anybody that's ready to buy or sell a house? That's what you have to do. Just talk about it. Post about it. Pray about it if you pray, right? I have one thing that I always talk about quite a bit with my kids, and I tell them very simply, if you pray, talk about it, and think about it, those 3 little things, you're going to get it, right? So again, a lot of what, I'm going to give you all of the skills, right, in conversation, but it's really a mindset. Like, when my mindset is off, ain't shit getting done. Like, it's going to be a lot of activity with no results. Right? So once you get your mindset down, you take your time, You go after these houses, it's gonna pan out. It really is. Now, there's a lot of you that don't want to go active, but you know people, right? You know people that are in distress. You know people that need to get rid of a house. I don't care where the fuck it is. You can reach out to me. I hate that I'm cursing because some people, but you reach out to me and get it done, all right? And I pay real well for referrals, and everybody knows this, right? I'm not one to post a lot of stuff like this but I'm starting to, all right? So again, and other investors would do the same, right? There's plenty of them in the community. There's enough for everybody. There's too much that goes right through the cracks every day, right? I have a post on my wall, on one of my houses, that says 500,000 houses in Brevard County. So imagine your county and your city. Some of you I see is in Orlando. I see you guys in Orlando. I see, okay. Shout out where you're at, all right? Thank you, Mr. Payne. Thank you for joining us. You're the man, bro. You're the one. You and Mike are the reasons why I'm doing this. And thank you guys. But yeah, just shooting a real game, and I'm definitely about this challenge. I'm going to challenge every one of you guys to just start driving for dollars. Just drive, look for abandoned properties, houses with tarps on the roof, really crappy windows, blinds, little broken blinds. Those are really quick for me to see. Also, stickers and tapes on the walls, on the doors, on the window. Those are all notices, right? So at the end of the day, all right, perfect. We got somebody in Palm Bay. We need you to drive, and you've seen some houses. Everyone has seen a house, all right? Everyone has seen a house, and you're like, what the hell is this house? Why does this house look like that? The whole neighborhood looks great, but this house looks like trash, pure trash. You need to get out there and say, wait, let me write this address down, and let me reach out to Nathaniel, let me reach out to Mike, let me reach out to the people, and you can get a deal done, all right? So at the end of the day, just being observant, right? And leveraging your market, talking to the people, right? That's the key. Yeah. He said that he's looking at one right now. Shoot me the address, bro. Let's get you paid. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get you in this challenge. I'm ready. That's right. Let's do it. Let's do it. And again, like I said, a lot of knowledge. We're gonna give you a lot of the game, all of the game. I mean, like I said, it's enough for everybody. I have an abundance mindset. So I never keep that as a close, right? Just on this property alone, many people have given me properties and, hey, I have this address. They could be realtors or brokers. Everyone's happy. They got a seller that's happy. I got a property that I'm happy about, right? So everybody can really win at this thing, right? It's just, and we could clean up neighborhoods. Half of my job was really cleaning up the neighborhoods. There was certain neighborhoods that had 2 ugly houses on them. And when I rode by them, the neighbors were super excited. When we closed on them, we flipped them, they were super excited. And some of you in here, let me see, there's 2 of you in here that have seen what we've done in real life. So I love that, and I'm honored to be in this process and have acquired all of this knowledge that I can freely share. So again, join us on this challenge. Again, once you find a property, you can definitely do this, all right? Just know what to look for, reach out to me, and we'll get you through this 5-day challenge, all right? Mr. Payne, I'm gonna add you in here real quick. Let's see where you're at.